Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and it's time to do the first of, 4 episodes where I'm just going to be soloing and doing my thing for the level 60 dungeons. And there are a lot of dungeons at this level, and the first one that I'm going to be tackling is Nastrond, and that is the end of Winter Tusk. That is the last dungeon of Winter Tusk, and I'm going to be doing it. So between episodes, I made this hat, which compares up pretty nicely to the Spider Keeper's Ice Mantle, which is what I've had before. I gain a little bit of accuracy, which is nice considering I've had to drop a little bit because I didn't have an extra triangle socket for the Garnet Bear Claw, which I also made. But yeah, I got the idea. I made this hat. It gives me some crit, which I think is going to come in handy, especially in Nastrond, so that is the play there. And then, I've still got my usual gear set up, doing my thing. But yeah, the first one is going to be Nastrond. The second one, I'm going to do Waterworks solo. That's going to be quite the undertaking, but we're going to see how that goes. And then I'm going to do both parts of the Zigzag location, being Lower Zigzag and House of Scales, in back-to-back episodes. I will not be doing the Tower of the Elephant because I'm not soloing that, not anytime soon. So yeah, Tower of the Elephant, probably not going to happen. And if it does, it'll definitely be after I get past Darkmoor. So that's what's going on with that. And yeah, I can't really think of much else going on at level 60. There's a lot, but Nastrond, House of Scales, and Waterworks are going to be what I'm doing at this level. But to get to level 60, I've got to finish up Nastrond, so it will be coming first. Let's talk to Grandmother Raven to start that quest up.
The caverns below are called Nastrond, the bones of the earth, a colder and more desolate place there never was. You must take the golden seals into Nastrond and place them before the Ice Titan, keeping him in endless slumber. The gate to Nastrond now beckons. You must take the gate to Nastrond now beckons, and all our hopes go with you.
Bones of the Earth. That is the play. And this is going to level me up quite a bit, actually, so let's see how far we can go with that. Use golden seals in Nastrond. I do want to check just real quick. Okay, I do have the shatter, so I'm going to need that, especially for the last fight. So we'll see how it goes. But the plan for this is just going to be to solo it like I would any other boss in the world of Winter Tusk. So that's what we're doing. Take the low road. We're taking the low road.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Bonnier Stormroar sent my warband into these caverns to capture the Coven after they attacked Rundle Fjord. We were quickly ambushed and split up. My warriors are scattered throughout all of Nastrond. There is a final barrier protecting the Hall of Jotengard, where the Ice Titan sleeps. To breach the walls of Jotengard, you will need a set of rune carving tools. I have lost mine down here. I also had the images of 4 runes needed to open the gate. Those runes were with my rune carving tools. The Winter Skulls took everything. If you can recover them, they're yours to keep. You'll certainly need them. Beware, these caverns are cursed. Walking into them is certain doom.
Well, I'll be the judge of that, won't I, team? So, the idea, like always with these, is just going to be to beat him up with a snow angel. That's the plan.
You find the rune carving tools, but only one of the runes you need is here.
Okay, I need to get out of here before I get pulled, so let's see what Doolin's got for me.
That's bad news, losing the other 3 runes. I'm sure the Coven has them, so we must win them back. It seems you won't need those rune carving tools for a while, but do not lose them. The icy wall over yonder was not there when we first entered the caverns of Nastrond. It is likely that you'll find another of the runes on the other side, in the hands of one of the worst of the Coven. I speak of a skeletal warrior named Colgrim Soulsunder. Colgrim took captive my ally, Truda Stoutheart. He is likely lurking behind that icy wall. If only I had my mighty hammer, I'd break that wall down and pursue. Can you find my hammer and do what I lack the strength to? Shatter yonder wall, defeat Kulgrim, and rescue Truda.
This is always a joy to get. But I might be able to.
This
Hell
has
yeah.
got to be Doolin's hammer. It looks very heavy.
So that is a trick you can do. If you get close enough to it up here, you don't have to actually go all the way down there and, you know, dodge more winter skulls that will pull you and spam tower shields and just give you a not so fun time. So that's what's up. So for now, if you wouldn't mind walking a little faster, okay, thank you very much.
You use Doolin's hammer to strike the icy wall, breaking it into tiny pieces.
The Coven has promised me a world of ice. Should I keep this rune from you, you cannot prevail.
Well, I will be prevailing because I will be packing multiple prisms to just sort of brute force you if I need to do that. I don't think I'll be needing that, and I think I can just do most of this as I normally would. Yeah, I should be alright. Let's go ahead and get started then. Or actually, I'm missing something very important, and that is these. So now let's get started. And I am very glad that he only pulls one minion in with them. That would have sucked a lot if he didn't.
You find the second of the runes on the ground after defeating Kulgrim.
That was a huge hit, and that infal cast was insane. You'll love to see it. That's why I rock this pet. It's got infal on it. Sometimes it casts. Sometimes it really helps with these bosses.
It's good to see you. I've been waiting without hope of rescue. Did Doolin send you? I was parted from the others of my warband. They were captured and taken across the icy chasm. The icy roof is loose. If a horn is sounded, it might cause the ice to break and a bridge to form. Huck Horncaller bore with him a horn, dropped in the fray. If you can find it and sound it, it may open a way. Beware Sadric Duskwing on the other side, a Coven sorcerer ranked among their most powerful. If you meet any others of my group, Hawk, Ulfang, Njal, Thorfinn, or Agneta, tell them to show courage.
So I can just walk through the middle, right? Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright, Hawk's Horn.
This is clearly Hawk's horn. It feels magical, charged with power. You blow the horn, and it causes the ice to shake and begin to fall.
How did you get down here? No matter. You'll meet the same ruin as the rest of the Thane's foolish warband. I will leave you to the mercies of my icy ally here.
So fun fact, this guy has the exact same spell spread as the other dude. So how about that?
Thelic drops the third missing rune.
Dude, crit is like finicky. Oh boy. Alright, well. Not excited for the other fights in here against the ice bosses.
I heard my horn calling. It sounded like you brought the roof down. I am a defenseless cub here in these caverns, without arms or armor. Can you rescue my sword and shield from the frost trolls who took them?
Alright, well that's level 60, which you'll love to see that. So we got these tutorial tips for the future episodes. Check these out.
Can you come to Four Falls Mill in Triton Avenue? It's an emergency, and you're just the wizard to help me.
Young wizard, ominous winds are blowing, and your help is essential in quieting them. Come see me in my classroom as soon as possible.
I have need of a student of your exceptional abilities. Can you visit me in my office at Pigswick Academy?
Oh yes, I can, Belladonna. Don't you gotta tell me twice. I will visit you in your office whenever you like. Okay, so I don't think we'll need that for this. I don't think we're going against any more ice bosses, with the exception of maybe Austria Vestry. I'm gonna have to check on that. Well, I got sword and shield. I have to say, I'm a fan of the crit stat, especially right after you get access to it. It's real nice. Get that 2x multiplier again.
So armed, I am ready to face what foes come my way. You cannot cut or destroy those roots. They are connected to the tree above and run throughout Nastrond. If they are damaged, this cavern will collapse, killing us all. You must find a way to charm them. Thorfinn Tree Tamer had a magic flute that would charm plants and trees. If you can find it, it may be of use. Thorfinn was with us when we were attacked by the Coven. I'm sure he dropped his flute somewhere near. Once you get the flute, you can play it to charm those branches aside. Then you may strike deeper into Nastrond. On the other side of those roots is the final chamber outside Jotengard, where the 4 runes must be carved. You may meet others of my warband. Be wary. They have likely fallen under the spell of our enemy, the Coven.
Ooh, we wouldn't want that to happen.
Now to use the flute and see if you can get past the root wall. You play the flute and the root wall parts.
You may have gotten this far, but here is where you stop. My magic has ensnared Doolin's warband to my will.
Okay, so we got a quad boss fight. Thorfinn Tree Tamer, Njal Silversong, Agneta Broadblade, and Ulfang Greathorn. I don't really think I'm gonna need more than just this. Or maybe not even these, because I have this new blade. But we'll see. We will see.
Upon defeat, Atri's spell breaks, and Doolin's company are freed from their ensorcelment.
I'm gonna be so honest. I thought it was chalked when y'all put up 2 elemental shields. I was like, bro. But it looks as though we are good on that front. I may need that for the battle to come. I don't actually have any trolls, which I wish I did, but I don't. So how about that? Anyway. Alright, that should be good for the last fight.
You freed us. We did not want to fight you, but we had no choice. If you want to stop the Coven from rousing the Ice Titan, you must carve the Ice Titan's name onto the runes. 1 rune must be carved on each of the 4 stones in order to spell out the Ice Titan's name. Only when the rune stones are carved with the Ice Titan's true name will the gate open to you. Once the gate is open, you must enter Jotengard and defeat the Coven before they cause the Ice Titan to rise. If you have a means of keeping the Ice Titan in his eternal slumber, now is the time to use it.
Alrighty, team. The last part of Winter Tusk is upon us. Okay, through here, and I am going to need to remember to get the Trog that's back here.
You have fought well, you meddling wizard. And it is clear that Grandmother Raven has a claw in this. Still, you cannot stop the coming of the Everwinter. The Ice Titan Ymir will wake and bring an age of eternal cold. With the power of the Coven at my command, I call upon the sons of Ymir, the Ice Titan, to stop you!
Well, okay. Austri, Vestri, Suji, and Nordri. The big thing here is that Nordri will put on some shields. So I would like to be able to shatter those. So that's what we'll do. We're going to keep life pips just in case we need to regen, and then switch to a myth pip when we want to shatter. But otherwise, this is the deck that I think I want to rock with. I've got Snow Angels in here if I need to go that route, because Suzerain can Moon Shield and Austri can Tower Shield. So, you know, if that starts happening, I'm gonna have to pivot my strat. But while I'm talking about that, maybe I should put in an Elemental Blade, just because 1, 2, 3, 4 blades, and then technically 5 and 6. We want to go that far, but I am not expecting us to. So the highest health one I think is Nordri at about 4.8k, so I should be fine there. I'm going to get the Trog, but that is the game plan for the final fight of Winter Tusk. We just need to... I love you. We just need to make sure that we can just get them all, because y'all saw in that last fight, if they start critting, it's a real issue. So let's hope that does not happen here today.
time to flee!
You have stopped the 4 sons of...
Oh, okay. Or don't tell me. Wow. What a fight. But we did it. We did it indeed. Now all that's left is to use the 4 seals, and we're good to go. Love to see that.
You place the golden seals before Ymir, and their presence calms the Ice Titan's sleep. After a moment, it is clear that the Ice Titan will not awaken, and the threat of the Everwinter is over.
You have done it. Use the teleporter and Jotun-Guard to come back to the entrance.
So that wraps it up. That was huge. Don't you just love to see that? Maybe I should get a thumbnail here. That'd be kind of cool. Gas. That'll be the thumbnail I use for a while. Alright. Doing the quest.
What an achievement! They will write sagas about what you have done. You should go and speak to Grandmother Raven now, though she likely knows already what has transpired here.
You'll love to see that. Rune with a view. Complete. I mean, I don't have words. I thought that was going to be much harder, but I guess that's what Waterworks is for. So, can't wait for that, right?
The Ice Titan slumbers once more, and the Coven's power is broken utterly. You've done it. Won a victory that all the kings, thanes, and heroes in Grizzleheim could not achieve. You are welcome throughout this realm, but now is the time to tell your headmaster Ambrose what you have done. Speak to Balder Goldpaws. He will return you to Wizard City, where you can continue your magical studies. You are Grizzleheim's greatest ally and a true friend, and I will watch over you always.
I would hope so, Grandmother Raven. And I promise I'm not going to do anything rash, like, learning shadow magic. I would never do that. I would never disrespect it. You have a line?
Were I in your boots, I would not enter that village. A curse has fallen upon it, a cold that consumes.
Well, I don't think you'll be worrying about that for much longer. Alright. 88 gold, that's the highlight of the episode.
Are you ready to depart? Next stop, Wizard City.
That's the gas. What an experience. Speaking of experience, I am now level 60 after Winter Tusk, which can't really ask for more than that. So you kind of love to see it.
My goodness! You say the Coven was attempting to awaken the Ice Titan himself? Unbelievable! You've accomplished so much in Grizzleheim. All of the professors here are impressed with your work. I'll speak to Mr. Lincoln about getting you some extra credit.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice, Merle. Let me just go ahead and... Okay, don't do that quite yet. But I do want to turn in Z Quest before I end off this episode, so... that is what I will do. To Northgard we go. One last time. For now, at least. I'll probably be back for if I ever make an episode for the Snow Angel quest.
I knew I could count on you. You found them all!
And that is where we are going to end off this episode. And for the next one, we will be doing the Waterworks dungeon. And that one's going to be quite interesting. I'm going to have to do some strategizing for the Silster Glowstorm fight. But we'll make it through. We'll make it through. So, for now, thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more. And I will see y'all later.